Fuck Up Coach Dr. Kalasana and his virtual team welcome you to the 9th episode of the tutorial How to Become a Total Failure, presented by Jenny.
Thank you, Guy. If you have cooperated well so far, you will have already gotten rid of your job and your loved ones. Now it's time to scare away the friends you have left, to be all alone and wallow in self-pity. American author Dan Greenberg, whom we have already introduced to you, suggests reminding your friends that you are a failure. To do this, call them every day, preferably several times. Complain. Cry. Blame them for not caring enough about you now that you're unhappy. Make them feel guilty for being selfish, thinking only of themselves, and leaving you alone with your grief. Pretend that you are terribly hurt. But it also works the other way round. Do not answer text messages and WhatsApp messages. Avoid congratulations on birthdays or other joyful events, because that might give the impression that you want to stay in touch. If someone asks you for help, point out that everyone has to deal with their problems. After all, no one would help you either. Remember that every friendship is just about making the most of every opportunity for yourself. When asked for reasons, come up with a story and get creative with excuses. Test your friends regularly by demanding their reliability. Do not keep agreements and be generally unreliable. If your friends are then offended, they are not worthy of your friendship. If possible, refuse to go out together, because then you would have to follow the others. If you must, dictate your wishes and do not compromise. Do not tolerate mistakes. Immediately point out a wrong word or careless emotional expression, or it will happen again and again. Reaffirm that you will not tolerate this behavior and remind them repeatedly. It is especially helpful if you cover up your feelings with rudeness, cultivate prejudice, and make silly remarks. If someone wants you to praise them for what they are doing, it is best to say, "The little you do well." However, it may happen that someone you firmly expected to be rejected also wants to be rejected. An example, Sarah calls Noah and says,
"I'm sorry, I'm probably calling at an inopportune time, aren't I?"
And he replies,
"No, not at all. In fact, I'm quite offended that you didn't call sooner."
That's why it's important to develop a sense of who you have the greatest chance of being rejected by and then subtly make yourself look bad. After all, hardly anyone will be stupid enough to like you if you don't even like yourself. For example, the best way to constantly apologize is to say,
"I'm sorry about the way I look tonight."
Or,
"I bet you think I always look like this."
Also particularly helpful is,
"I wanted to wash my hair, but I didn't have time. You're probably used to bigger men. I don't usually sweat like this. I'm sorry I can't express myself more clearly. I'm probably boring you with my problems. It's usually more amusing with me."
When you want to tell a joke, it is best to introduce it as follows.
"I'm sorry, this joke is rather long-winded and I'm afraid there is no real punchline. And the man I got this joke from can tell it much better than I can."
But be careful, don't ask your friends how they feel or what they want. Never doubt that all men want is sex, home-cooked food, and peace. And all women want a house and money. Only talk about your own problems, because you already have enough on your plate. You can't worry about other people's worries too. Besides, you don't care how others are doing anyway. So keep listening badly and stay self-centered. After all, your problems are worse than others. If some friends still stick by you despite your behavior, you need to step up. Show up late or not at all for appointments without apologizing, and if you do, only by text message 2 hours after the appointed time. Ask for bigger and bigger favors, such as taking care of your plants or your playful pet while you are away for several days. Make snide remarks about the taste of the facility. Your friend's job or children, their life partner, pet, or about everything at once. If that doesn't help either, Borrow a large sum of money that you never pay back. Even a long-standing friendship goes to ruin because of this. Now torture yourself with these beliefs. I always do everything wrong. I will never change. Something is wrong with me. I am to blame for everything. I will always fail. If you continue in this disciplined manner, you will surely soon have successfully driven all your friends and everyone you know out of your life. Congratulations! Now you have managed to create so much fear within yourself that all people reject you. You have achieved complete personal unhappiness and have been punished for all your guilt and are finally alone.
You listened to the 9th episode of the tutorial How to Become a Total Failure. In the 10th and final episode, you'll learn about the freedom of brooding 24 hours a day about how mean life is and how you ended up being cheated by everyone you know. As a bonus for your efforts, we give you some exercises in masochism along the way. Listen to the ad-free version on Apple Podcasts now. Visit the fuckup.coach website to learn more about Dr. Kalasana and his virtual team. And to let us know how you like this tutorial and what you might miss, we look forward to your review. Thank you.